Greetings everyone. Hi, my name is Britney. I'm an English literature student at the State University of Surabaya. In this video, I would like to present a topic covering the Indonesian's prominent historic feminist, Kartini, and also the latest gender issues in Indonesia's education. Raden Ajeng Kartini, born on 21st April 1879, was a prominent Japanese noblewoman best known as a pioneer in the areas of women's rights for native Indonesians. Her letters made her an important symbol for Indonesia's woman independence movement and for Indonesian feminists. Unlike most Indonesian girls in the late 80s, Kartini was afforded the opportunity to attend a Dutch primary school. This early education shaped Kartini's ambition, developing her love for reading that blossomed under the influence of conceptual thought. Because of this, Kartini wanted to obtain higher education. Unfortunately, women back then were socially positioned below men. During colonialism, Indonesian women were not allowed to pursue higher education. As girls reached the age 12, they were forced by tradition to withdraw from school and began preparing to settle as housewives. Kartini began to open to the idea of feminism. She wrote letters about the social problems that were faced by Japanese women at that time and sent them to her Dutch pen pals. When the letters of Kartini were published in Holland, Netherlands, they aroused much interest and warm sympathy. After I read Kartini's letters myself, I was like, wow, it was unbelievable what she and all other Japanese women back then had gone through. No education, no outside world, and even forced to marry a man they didn't know. It's very scary to imagine. Thanks to Kartini, Indonesian women now have education freedom. However, I think some of the younger generation still take what she felt for granted. That's why I'm here to remind them that even wasn't Kartini's aspiring modern girl mindset and bravery, we wouldn't be the way we are today. To commemorate her heroic actions, Kartini's Day is annually celebrated on 21st April as the Day for Women's Emancipation in Indonesia. There is usually a contest like making tumpeng, an Indonesia cone-shaped rice with meat and vegetable side dish, musical poetry, and fashion show. This was a picture of me celebrating it in high school with my friends 4 years ago in 2018. As you can see here, the students are all dressed in kebaya. It is a Japanese traditional clothing that is attached to Kartini most of her life. There's me in the pink kebaya, and it was a good old time. It is important to note that the essence of Kartini's days is to celebrate the past struggle, present contribution to society, and future victories for gender equality in Indonesia. But how exactly is gender equality and education access to women in Indonesia's modern society? According to the Policy Forum in 2022, Indonesia is considered to be moderately improving on some sustainable development growth metrics. Women now have an easy access to education, and in fact it is mandatory to go to school. However, in some places, gender bias is still recurring. Latest issue in the media reports that the official school of the Polytechnic or the National Cyber and Password has opened a new student registration, but only for men. The institution stated that it was for allocational reasons that they only accept male students in 2022. Member of the House Hillary said that the action was discriminatory as it has no solid reasoning. She believes there are still many great women out there whose IT skills and integrity are not inferior to men. Hillary said there are no statements that can justify such act and it needs to be fixed. Fortunately, after facing responses from Hillary and the public, the official school of the National Cyber and Password revised the rules for the selection of the new student candidates. As previously it was exclusive to men, now women can apply as well. Personally, I was surprised at first when I found out about it. I mean, it's the 21st century, and it's almost like history is repeating itself. Our education system was close to becoming gender biased, but I was glad that female leaders nowadays are as brave as Kartini in taking quick actions. I strongly think that education is fundamental. No matter what, any individual deserves to have a higher education that treats them with dignity and worth, and I believe gender-equitable education system empower men and women and promote the development of humanity as a whole. After knowing that there is still gender bias in some institutions, I think Kartini's Day needs to step up its game. We need to start taking actions. Just start from the little things like call out sexism when you see it, demand an equal work and education, and study more about women's rights. Small actions can make a big impact. It all starts from us. We need to create a supportive society, so don't limit feminism to women, because men can support women too, and it doesn't lessen their masculinity, because feminism is for everybody. Last but not least, our society needs to understand that gender equality is not only a matter of women's rights, but it is a necessary foundation of human rights in general to create a peaceful, prosperous, fair, and a sustainable world to live in. That's all from me. I hope my presentation can help contribute to raising the public knowledge and awareness towards gender equality. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.